actually quite excited about the last one. There's a bit of history here. Wrasslers.
There's a lot of history. Well, stout is I suppose it's a reasonably historic form of beer.
Ireland kind of adopted it in a lot of ways.
Well, Arthur Guinness brought it over here, and he started doing it. Porter,
which by the way, not that we're going to dwell on too much on Guinness, but having said that, like when it happened, which I believe was a very different point back then than it is now, but when it happened, it was a groundbreaking. Like there was nobody else making stouts in Ireland, and everybody thought that he was a fool.
Yeah.
Like everybody thought that he was an idiot.
Oh, what are you doing?
Yeah,
what are you going to Dublin for?
How this is going to work? Like, which is exactly the same thing that happened in 1996 when
the
Porterhouse was opened by Liam Oliver. Everybody was saying that not a hope that a pub in Templebar without Guinness would last.
A pub without Guinness?
Yeah, 21 years later, here we are.
And here we are. And we still don't sell the stuff.
Yeah, no.
And there's no need to.
Exactly. No, and it far from struggling,
Far from struggling. This pub never stops. It's always busy.
It's massive.
It's quite today because
quality.
The whole country's girding its loins and holding its breath for St. Patrick's fortnight, which is coming up.
Yeah, but the time this comes up, we're only probably less than a week away from St. Patrick's Day. About a week away from St. Patrick's Day.
It's next Friday,
which is why we are, Friday week. Which is why we are reviewing these stouts as a kind of alternative to the go-to stout. So
yes, to
I think we said enough about that.
There's enough said about that.
So let's concentrate on the good stuff.
I wanted to say, when they were brewing the beer, this would be in London, and they would brew the beer and it would be shipped down to the river. It would be carried down to the river to be sent off, points east and west. And the chaps that would bring the beer from the brewery down to the river, they're not going to pay them in cash. They paid them in beer, small beer, the lighter beer. And the lads used to carry the beer down from the brewery to the river would be called the porters. So the lightest of the beers that they would make in the brewery would be the porter, would be called the porter, given to these chaps. And that's the name, that's what porter is, its name is the lighter of the stouts. The other end of the scale is a Russian Imperial Stout, which was first brewed for the Tsar of Russia. Came over to London and, like the beer, wanted it stronger. So one of the English brewers, the London brewers, he made a stronger beer again. Stout, the same style, loads of everything, loads, and shipped it across. It was a super strong, thick, heavy beer that the Prince of Russia loved. It was an enormous man. I mean, he was a huge monster of a man, and he wanted strong beer. And that became known as the Russian Imperial Stout. And the classifications of stouts and porters, it's the same as any style of beer.
Yeah.
You know, we've touched on black imperial IPAs and all that kind of jazz. And it's been brewed all over the place by many different people. Stouts being synonymous with Ireland, really, because of the efforts of Guinness up the river here. Produced a lot of beer, and they've really insinuated themselves in the culture of this country in every way. In the 1800s again, this beer was being made in Clonakilty, of all places, by Germans, in a place called Deasy's, a pub in Clonakilty.
Yeah.
Actually had this discussion with a chap last night who said, no. He says, your man there, that's Michael Collins. He was banging on about how Michael Collins only drank the Clonakilty Red. And I said to him, man, what, he only drank the one beer? Said, but that's the story I heard. That's the story that I've heard. The great Austin Clarke, who was a very famous poet in this country, going back a long time, his son Dardis Clarke would have been a very famous historian. And he was rooting around about Clonakilty, which is in Cork, looking for any stories about Michael Collins. And he found in a shed attached beside the pub, Deasy's pub, where he would have drank his beer, a recipe for this particular beer. He gave it to us. So this is the Wrasslers Stout. You will notice, or you mightn't even be able to see it now, but the colour of the head on this
It's much darker.
is much darker than the other two. You probably can't even see that.
Yeah, there's definitely like a much more browner.
Oh yeah, this is a much heavier beer. As I describe it occasionally, when I'm in my more flippant moods, when people ask me what's the Wrasslers like, I'll say it's like my first wife. Strangely satisfying, but dark, bitter, dirty, heavy, full on, a dirty head.
No comment.
No comment. Anyway, cheers, JP.
Wrasslers
Stout.
4X Stout. Now that's what I was waiting for. Here we're talking straight away about like the hops are gonna come and talk to you straight away. There's bitterness there. There's, as I like to talk about, the messing around with the tongue and going around it. It straight away goes, swirls around your mouth.
Oh, that's super class beer.
There's so much good things going on there.
You do really have to have an open mind.
Yeah.
If you base all
that's a real beer, Lover's beer, like that's.
It's a gorgeous
because
beer.
when you get used to drinking this kind of beers, you want to taste the hops. And, and this one, here's the stout that. There you go. There's the hops. No hiding there.
No, there's not.
Like that's.
It's full on. It's not intrusive. It's not in your face, but it's undeniable.
No, it's very, very balanced again.
Yeah.
It lingers on.
It's gorgeous. That's the one. If you're gonna have 8 points, you have 8 points of playing happily days. If you're gonna have 2 or 3, maybe even 4, the Wrasslers is the one for you.
Yeah, that's. I'm actually surprised that I said this now, but this is the one I was looking for the most. But I didn't expect to. Out of the 3, it's my favourite, I think.
The gas thing is, anyone with an open mind on beer drinking, which has to be pointed out because we do get a lot of, people only drank Guinness for years, like we mentioned earlier on, and they try to play and go, oh, there's an aftertaste and I don't like that, and then the oyster, I'm not thinking that, there's fish in it, gives it, and they try the Wrasslers and that's just gone off, that's not right, and yet, if you ask anyone with an open mind on it, people willing to try anything, most people will end up going back to this. Not most people. A lot of people go back to it and be like, wow. You know, and they'd have another, they keep going back to it because, oh God. Because it comes across this huge beer. When it goes away nicely.
Yeah, and you do, it leaves you craving for more. It does, you gotta want to
very
go,
Moorish.
like I'm gonna go like,
it's very Moorish.
There's another sip there, you know.
God bless him, the great Michael Jackson, who introduced the world to beer. He was a beer writer.
Yeah.
He introduced the world to beer, essentially.
There's confusion with the King of Pop.
Not the guy who invented the moonwalk.
Yeah. the other Michael Jackson.
Different guy.
He's in a different circuit, is equally famous.
Oh, equally. He loved this beer. He absolutely loved this beer. And rightly so, it's a super, super beer. It has everything you want in a glass of beer. Of course, you know, it's this dark, mysterious beer. And if you drink enough pints of it, you're going to get these little brown lines and just on there. And it will make the colour of your beard look completely different after a while because you're going to get it on your face, drinking out of a pint glass. That's why I look at owl lads and they have the nicotine stained beard and all that. Owl lads with their multicoloured beards. Yeah, there's so much more to beer than lagers and IPAs.
I know Porterhouse also seasonally do the chocolate truffle stout, but there's definitely aroma of chocolate in this one as well. Like,
yes,
like smell.
It will have those flavours of burnt coffee, roasted coffee, dark chocolate, heavy chocolate, a lot of that kind of stuff. Pints of Wrasslers, and the chap Dardith Clark we mentioned earlier on, in 2 of our sites, in this one and in Central. When you walk in the door, there's a photograph of him inside the door. He really He was a good gent. He was a top man.
Yeah, yeah.
He was a gas man. Bit mad, but you know, aren't we all a little bit mad in our own ways? He died 4 years ago, and he gave us the Wrasslers, and he'd come in twice a week. He'd get his pint of Wrasslers, sit in the corner with all the newspapers. He'd read every word of it, 3 or 4 pints. And because he gave us the beer, we never once charged him for a pint of
I
Wrasslers.
know that.
He never paid for. What he used to do was he'd come up to the bar and he'd give you the old. And you'd come over to him, he'd give him his pint, and he'd sneak you a bar of chocolate. It's brilliant. He's a gas man, a real character. He'd sneak you the bar of chocolate, the leather hat and the leather jacket that he always wore, regardless of the weather outside.
Big beard, big beard. Yeah.
Big beard. Never once shaved in his life.
Did you?
Never once. That beard was never once touched. Yeah, he was a good egg with stars. Yeah.
That is a pretty epic start to the stouts. An epic start to the Irish stouts. I think we're going to leave it at that.
Bloody hell.
And I think if you guys got any questions, as always, leave them in the comments. We'll try to do our best to answer them. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications.